Have you ever had a dream where you woke up and you got out of bed, you got ready for the day, just to wake up back in bed again? Now, has that happened multiple times in a row? You keep dreaming of waking up, getting out of bed, getting ready, and you keep getting pulled back to your bed and you keep waking up and dreaming of waking up. Well, if you have, this is called a false awakening, and it's a very, very helpful occurrence for lucid dreaming and training yourself to realize if you are awake or not. Even people that have never had a lucid dream in their entire lives have false awakenings occasionally. Now, even if you've never had a false awakening before, I have noticed that they do increase the more you get into dream work. So if you have had a false awakening, you've dreamt of waking up, and you would like to be able to use this for your lucid dreaming practice, then this is the video for you. Now, there's a couple things that you can do when it comes to having a false awakening. If you want to try inducing a lucid dream directly after a false awakening, then once you actually wake up, for real, you might want to do a reality check just to make sure you can go back to bed and do a lucid dreaming technique, because once you have a false awakening and you wake up directly out of a dream, you know that you are in REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement sleep. This is the stage of sleep that we dream in, and we go into this stage of sleep roughly 4 to 5 times a night. So if you wake up directly out of a dream, even if it's in the middle of the night, this shows that you are in REM sleep and you can actually turn that experience into a lucid dream. Now, one of the most common techniques to use after waking up from a dream or a false awakening would be the 𝘿 technique, which stands for Wake, Induce, Lucid Dream. This is basically carrying your full conscious awareness into sleep and into REM sleep consciously. And basically, once you wake up from a dream, your body is already in REM. You woke up from REM sleep, so you're going to go back into REM sleep. So what I would do for this is just lay on your back, lay comfortable in a position that you can really go deep in and get comfortable in, but not one that you typically fall asleep in. And for me, that is my back. I can meditate on my back all day. I can literally lay there and get really, really relaxed, but I cannot fall asleep on my back. So that is the position that I do pretty much almost all my techniques in, depending on what it is I'm trying to do. But once you wake up from a dream, you want to get really, really relaxed, maybe stretch out your body, get out any excess energy, and lay in the position that you want to do your technique in. Take a few deep breaths to kind of anchor into relaxation and start to play with the hypnagogic imagery that comes up. Now, the hypnagogic imagery are the colors and the flashes and the little dream scenes and images that you may see when you are falling into sleep. We can actually anchor awareness using the hypnagogic imagery, which will help us stay a little bit conscious but allow the body to go into sleep. So once you start to see these colors, this imagery starting to form, that's showing you that your body is actually about to fall asleep. So now you just want to keep your mind awake as your body falls asleep. Now, once you start to see a lot of this imagery, these dream scenes, colors, flashes, whatever it is, you can then begin visualizing the dream that you want to have with full senses. So where would you be? What would it smell like? What would you hear? Who would be around? What would you be doing? And how vividly can you feel that in your body? And again, the brain cannot tell the difference between something that's actually happening, something that we're dreaming about, or something that we're imagining. So when you're doing this visualization, it's a real experience to your brain. So the more that you focus on ocean waves, for example, the more you're going to hear them, the more you're going to smell the salt from the water. So you can actually use the imagery you're seeing and start to visualize a really powerful dream scene using all of your senses. With practice, you can actually anchor the hypnagogic imagery and carry that back into REM sleep consciously and be able to create a dream experience from your visualization directly. So that is one way that you can use false awakenings. If you want to create lucid dreams at will, or spontaneously instead of at will, like we just covered, that's a way to, induce a lucid dream right then and there at will. But if you want to create a habit of lucid dreaming, if you want to spontaneously become lucid instead of just trying to do an induction technique right then and there, then what you would want to do is in the morning, you want to really start to create habits that will support you getting lucid anytime you have a false awakening. So when you are having a false awakening, what do you usually do before you get out of bed? Because the habits that we have in waking life, they'll start to show up on our dreams. So how you wake up and get out of bed in your false awakenings is probably pretty close to how you wake up and get out of bed in waking life. So I really want to use that small bracket of time to create a habit that will help us get lucid the next time we have a false awakening. So for example, for me, the last few false awakenings that I had, I always write in my dream journal before I get out of bed. So every time I dreamt of waking up, I was dreaming of writing in my dream journal the dreams that I had and then getting out of bed, right? But what if you could add one more habit next to your dream journal that will actually help you get lucid anytime you dream of waking up? Now, some of you may have guessed it by now, but that is doing a reality check right after or right before you write in your dream journal. I would probably recommend doing it before you write in your dream journal, because if you can create the habit of doing a reality check as soon as you wake up and then writing in your dream journal, next time you have a false awakening, you'll dream of waking up and dream of doing a reality check before you write in your dream journal. And that will tell you if you are dreaming or not, which will also help you not have to write in your dream journal, you know, however long your dream was, and then literally wake up and be like, oh, none of that journaling counted because I was actually asleep. This will help you be more efficient with your time as well, especially like if you work in the morning or something. This will help you to get lucid as soon as you have a false awakening. So how we start to implement habits in our dreams is simply by implementing those habits in waking life. So whatever habit you want your dream self to have, you need to create in waking life first. So if you want your dream self to check if you're dreaming as soon as you have a false awakening, you need to start checking if you're dreaming as soon as you wake up in the morning. And that will create that habit for your dream self. So the next time you wake up and it is actually a dream, the first thing you're going to do is check, well, how do I know that I'm awake right now? Let me go through my reality checks. And if you haven't seen any videos on reality checks, or you're new to reality checks and just different awareness practices that you can use to get lucid, I definitely have some reality check videos in my beginners playlist, and I will link one up here as well for you. But that is a simple habit that you can start implementing into your daily practice to help you create a lucid experience out of a false awakening. A false awakening really is just a potential lucid dream. You can almost consider it a pre-lucid dream. And if you get in the habit of checking if you're dreaming as soon as you wake up, then every false awakening you have will be a pre-lucid dream. And if you haven't seen my video on the levels of lucidity, I would definitely recommend checking that out. But basically, a pre-lucid dream is questioning if you could be dreaming. You know, even if you don't get lucid from it, just the oh, that was weird. Oh, this almost seems like a dream. Even just that thought makes that dream a pre-lucid dream. So if you are getting in the habit of checking if you're dreaming as soon as you wake up, if you ever dream of waking up, it will always be a pre-lucid dream with the potential to get lucid, because you've created the habit of checking if you're dreaming as soon as you wake up. So if you are someone who has had a false awakening, or you have them frequently, this is a simple way to create a habit of lucid dreaming and potential lucid dreaming every single time you dream of waking up. So I hope that this video helped you. Please let me know if you guys have any questions. I would love to hear about the false awakenings you have, or maybe some reality checks that you have implemented into your practice to help you lucid dream consistently. If you guys have any questions regarding this video, or any questions that I can help you with, definitely leave them down in the comments and I will make sure to check them out. And if you are not subscribed to this channel but you like the content I create, definitely consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future videos. And if you are interested in working with me, whether it's one-on-one mentorships, courses, or classes, all of the links are in the description. You can check out my link tree below. I love you guys so much. Thanks so much for joining in this video, and as always, I'm sending you endless love and endless lucidity.